The bombshell news have dropped that Lewis Hamilton is switching to Ferrari for the 2025 season. And while on this channel we normally don't focus on Formula One that much, this story is way too big to ignore. My name is Marcel and I want to talk you through what this move means for both Ferrari, but more importantly for the now vacant Mercedes seat. On the Ferrari side of the equation, this move is very, very big. Obviously, Carlos Sainz is very serviceable, he does his job quite well, and in some circumstances he might even be a more valuable asset than Charles Leclerc, at the very least on average performance, although maybe not in terms of his upside. But I don't think there is any reasonable way that you can replace any driver not called Max Verstappen maybe with Lewis Hamilton and it not be an upgrade. So for Ferrari, this really is a bit of a no-brainer and no real surprise. It's not the first time they've tried to get this signing done. The more important question is though, who is Mercedes going to put into this very competitive still seat for the 2025 season and onwards? There's two theoretical contenders, or rather two broad options. One, get an experienced driver, one now stuck in the midfield, to develop the car and hopefully put the whole team back on the right trajectory again. Or you can go with your very, very promising and super exciting young rookie Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who is now going to debut in Formula 2 in case you're not aware. Obviously, this is a huge thing to talk about, and just talking about anyone stepping up from a rookie season in F2 to a factory seat in Formula 1 is ridiculous in the current day and age. But this extraordinary set of circumstances could actually make this a real possibility. I do believe that it would be the perfect opportunity to take your potential superstar, as Andrea Kimi Antonelli, a guy hyped to the level where obviously, you can't say we expect, but at least you can hope that he could be the next big thing after Max. He's got the record to at least let you have this sort of optimism. And so you do want to put him into a competitive seat as soon as possible to develop him. And since the Mercedes isn't going to be fighting for wins anyway, most likely in the 2025 season, most definitely not for the championship, why not take the gamble, put Antonelli into your car immediately, let him get all the experience in the right team, in the right environment, not in Williams, in an even less competitive environment. And hopefully let him get up to speed so he can then lead your team effort for 2026, 2027 and onwards. Alternatively, if you're looking towards the midfield, the other problem and why I think the Antonelli move is actually not super unlikely if he does what he is supposed to do in F2 next year. This is the big thing, obviously. If he now underperforms, then never mind, this whole argument goes out of the window, right? If you look towards the midfield, the problem for Mercedes is there aren't really many good options. There is Alonso, who obviously there have been reported talks immediately, which I think most people are going to, call Toto in the next few days and talk about our seat with him. But Alonso would be a great fit for this seat. He is the kind of guy you can develop a car around, but with him there's always the question mark of how long does he want to continue? This goes both ways. Maybe you want him for a few years, but he only wants to do one or two. Or maybe it's the other way. You only want a quick band-aid fix until Antonelli is ready and Alonso wants a long contract because, he is Alonso and he can demand whatever he wants. So this means with the little availability of good drivers, I think putting Antonelli in is even more likely, because who really is the other option if Alonso is a bit of a risky one with regards to the contract situation? And then who else could you really take? Bring Sainz over? I don't think so. Take Perez? No. Albon from Williams to then slot Antonelli into the Williams? I guess it's an option, but we've seen Albon in the Red Bull. We know at least enough about him he's not going to be fighting for championships. I don't think he's a super veteran driver that you want to be your main development guy either. So again, is he the right option? Is he a much better option than putting in a super promising young talent? Again, I personally don't believe so. Anyway, this is a whole lot. This is massive news. I'm super excited. I think the whole racing world is excited about this. Maybe not if you're a Mercedes or a Hamilton fan. It really depends. It remains to be seen. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the whole situation, but most importantly, Who do you think is going to take the Mercedes seat in 2025?